Hey, it's Matt from Black Hole Woodworking. Welcome back. Today I'm just roughing out a bowl. It's going to end up drying for a little while, so I can finish turn it later. This is a twice turned bowl, and I'm starting with Poplar. The tool of choice today is my 1/2 inch spindle gouge, which I'm using to get this blank round. It's doing a pretty good job. Poplar is actually a pretty soft wood, so it cuts really easily. And if you like making shavings, this is a great way to do it. One way to make this go faster on the lathe is by cutting more off with the bandsaw first. I went as far as I wanted to with the bandsaw today because, well, this is more fun. Some of the first things I do when I'm getting these blanks round is to cut away all the stuff I don't want. So you might see some odd shapes once in a while where you wonder why I didn't just cut further and make it round. And that's because I'm getting rid of spots like this. If you're an OCD kind of person, it's going to bug you, at least for a little bit. It also surprises me what one pass with the 1/2 inch spindle gouge will do. I mean, I guess it's taking off about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of material at a time, and it does remove most of the waste that I was expecting. See, there you go. All the bad spots are gone. Now it's just for some shaping, because I want to leave this thing dry in at least a half decent shape. On the bottom, I'm going to make a recess for my 4-jaw chuck. I use my parting tool to kind of give me a bit of a start, and then I switch back to the spindle gouge to cut away the bulk of the material, which is actually a lot of fun. And then I switch to my 1-inch flat scraper. Actually, it might even be a 1.5 inch now that I see that. Anyway, gives me a nice flat surface. And then with my spindle gouge, I create that last bit of detail so that I have a good joint with that chuck. A nice square edge. Switching over to the 1/2 inch bowl gouge, I'm going to flatten the surface of this first before I start to hollow it out. I did round the edge of the bowl because when I let it dry, I don't want to have any sharp edges. I guess for some reason it will help it dry a little bit better without cracking. To hollow this guy out, I really just point my tool directly in and let the right wing of the tool do a good job. Here I was going to brag about how clean my cut was, but it was terrible. It looked so much better when the lathe was spinning, and yep, not what I was hoping for. This bowl's going to be a little bit rough, but that's okay. I'm hoping it dries out and becomes a little bit easier to cut. Now that I've established my wall thickness, I'll go a little bit deeper into the bowl. This bowl did give me some trouble though, right here. I am trying desperately to push in there, but every time the wood binds or kind of grabs on the end of the blade there, I can't cut. It just won't do it. So I had to go from the side instead. Once I got past that trouble spot, then, well, we're back in business pushing to the center of the bowl again. No matter which tool I'm using on the lathe, I'm always trying to let the tool do the work. That way I get a clean cut, it's far more fun, you get a lot of good shavings, and you progress a lot quicker actually. You end up cutting a lot more wood at one time. This bowl is actually pretty rough, so I can't wait to see what it does when I turn it the second time. But that's what I have for a rough bowl to let it dry. It's going to be thick enough so that no matter how much it warps, I also realize there's a defect at the top there, but we'll see what happens with that. For now, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.